Good afternoon, everyone. Zach Dworak with ForeScout, channel account manager based in the Southwest. I'm also joined by Joe DelRosario from Optiv. They're not only local, but nationally as well. One of our best partners, as I mentioned, both locally and nationally. Today, just wanted to kind of go over ForeScout, give you a little bit more information about what we do, how we can help, and then Joe will finish off about talking a little bit more about Optiv. So as many of you know, obviously the number of annual breaches and security incidents are obviously going up and moving towards the right, unfortunately, and so are the number of associated costs, specifically with those security incidents. As many of you know and have to deal with regulatory mandates, they're ever-changing, ever-evolving, increasing. This includes both HIPAA, SOX, PCI compliance, and so on and so on. I've just got a few examples, and these are some of the more recent, larger security breaches, security incidents that have happened just in the past year, maybe 2 years, past 5 years alone, which is really unfortunate. It has to do with the rapidly changing environment of security endpoints. As you can see there, by the year 2020, 20 plus billion endpoints are going to be managed across globally. They're going to be managed only through traditional methods. Less than 10% of them will be, which is pretty scary. And by the end of this year, IDC is reporting that 90% of all IT networks will have an IoT-based security breach. So more scary news. In addition to that, a lot of our clients that we're speaking to, among the many challenges that I've already mentioned, are facing challenges specifically with the security tools that they already own today and the lack of coordination and communication with the security tools that they already own, the investments that they already own. So how could ForeScout help, and what exactly do we do? If I can relate ForeScout into 3 words, it would be see, control, and orchestrate. So to further explore what exactly we do in each phase, the C piece is all about identifying every IP addressable device on your network in real time. We're doing that without the need of an agent, so we can be totally agentless if need be. We're also vendor agnostic when it comes to switching as well, unlike some of our competitors. We see every managed and unmanaged device in real time, as I mentioned. So if you look at the managed piece, this is PCs, Macs, mobile devices. It also includes those managed devices that may go undetected, such as patches being broken or disabled. It could be an AV being out of date, perhaps. And then we also see those unmanaged devices. So this could be mobile device hotspots, BYOD, IoT type devices, even your IP thermostats or your smart TVs, possibly in your conference boardroom. So when we speak to our customers, generally they'll see their network visibility something like this, where they'll only see a very small percentage of their managed devices and then lack that visibility in the rest of their environment. ForeScout makes that visibility gap go away. And as I mentioned, we do it all without the requirement of an agent. And furthermore, I wanted to touch on this, and I'll touch on this in another slide or two, that we fully integrate with other security tools in your environments. So just to name a few, there's SIM, ATD, vulnerability assessment tools, MDM type tools as well. The control piece is the second piece, and it's all about hardening the network, basically preventing a breach from happening in the first place and enforcing policies that you may have already established or custom-built policies. So we do this by alerting the user. We can also segment a user, whether it's a contractor or another type of user, off on a separate VLAN as well, or we can totally block a user as well. And orchestration is the third and final piece, and this is all about leveraging the security tools that you've already invested in and allowing them to work smarter, quicker, faster, and fully taking advantage of the investment you've already made. We do this through an open set of APIs that allows you to leverage over 70 plus security tools out of the box. So if you're leveraging FireEye today, or even Cisco ASAs, or McAfee, Symantec on the endpoint, you name it, MDM, all the major MDM type solutions. We have the ability to plug into their technologies. Furthermore, you might be asking how this can actually fit. Where does it fit in my specific organization? And what are the specific use cases? If you look at the 6 bullet points there, these are generally the 6 most popular use cases that we have. So our first is our ability to see all IP addressable devices without deploying an agent. Second is quickly enforcing access based on user, device, or policy. In this example, you have a contractor and a BYOD device put on separate VLANs. Third is we help vulnerabilities and security problems and manage endpoints, and we fix them automatically. Also popular is having ForeScout trigger an on-demand third-party vulnerability scan for transient devices. As I mentioned, BYOD has certainly taken off. Customers have seen huge value in ForeScout, revealing devices that are missing MDM agents and gracefully automating their enrollments. And then finally is automating many of the processes that are now manual and connecting many of your security systems with each other. So I've mentioned quite a few benefits that we have, but the 3 major ones I really wanted to point out are our agentless approach, our ability to connect with the security tools that you already have in place today, and real-time visibility. Certainly don't have to take my word for it. Gartner has leveraged us, or has identified us, I should say, as a leader in their space for the past 4 to 5 years, among other subscriptions as well. So I'll leave it at that. I'm going to turn over to my colleague Joe from Optiv to give you his background and furthermore the partner benefit that you have locally and also nationally as well.
Thanks. Hello. All right. Thanks, Zach. My name is Joe DelRosario. I am the local Client Solutions Advisor, or SC, for Optiv in Hawaii. My client account manager is also Ken Tomey. So we are the local team here in Hawaii for Optiv. I've got this slide here. First and foremost, I wanted to see who has a question, who actually knows who Optiv is? Just a show of hands. Who knew of Accuvant or Fishnet in the past? All right. Okay. So I'm using this as more kind of like an education of what's been going on over the past year or so. So as you can see here, Optiv is the creation from the merger of Accuvant and Fishnet. And you can see we're part of the Blackstone portfolio company. So they essentially purchased both companies about a year and a half ago, and it was just a natural synergy to be able to merge the 2 companies. So we've got the strengths of both. And as part of that, that now makes us the market-leading provider of end-to-end cybersecurity solutions. We like to pride ourselves on just pure-play cybersecurity, the largest right now, and I'll have some slides on how large we are now, but we're up to about 2,000 employees as part of the merger, which about 1,300 specifically cybersecurity experts. Yeah, you can see I've put that there, about 1,200 or so, 1,500 plus. Because of the merger, we were at $2 billion in sales last year, and we're targeted to go to about 2.5 this year, looking to double in about 3-4 years. So it's rapid expansion, rapid growth for now within Optiv. Just one marketing slide regarding the current clients. As you can see with the Fortune 500, just the percentages of who we've got in the Fortune 100 and 1,000, and it covers all industries. From healthcare, retail, financial services, all the utilities and energy across the board. This slide just shows the value of what we have as Optiv. Since we are just focused specifically on security, we give you the end-to-end on cybersecurity solutions, and everything obviously will be tailored to your needs. And of course, it's going to be the client-centric approach between all the offerings, and as you can see, we've got everything from the outside moving in to be all client-centric and client-specific. And because of the breadth of services that we offer, we can give a truly comprehensive approach, all the way from giving you security strategy, from the business side, technical services that we can offer, building like a security strategy from the ground up, so we can help all the way from the CISO level to give a top-down strategy, all the way down to the project level, where we can actually do the implementation, delivery of pretty much any security solution that's out there. And as you can see, we've also got the whole cycle of what we cover in the breadth. So we can do everything from the planning and management, as policies, procedures, compliance, all the way to the monitoring. We also manage security services for the SEM, things like that, and then through all your defenses and controls, the actual endpoints or the actual solutions at the bottom. This just goes into more of what we do specifically on the security services side. So from anything on the security consulting, so that would be strategy, like risk and compliance, design, architecture, implementation. And from the security operations side, we've got our managed services. And for this, I've got another side that goes into the details of actual products and solutions that we offer managed services for. And then also on the technology side, where we can do migrations, optimization, any kind of analysis, testing, selection of solutions or products for any customer. This just goes into more detail, pretty much the same thing as far as like how we do advisory services for pen testing, vulnerability assessments, things like that, and all the way into design on the architecture and implementation side. We also do the education awareness. We have a security awareness training that we do. I know a lot of that's one of the key things that are out there. We actually even have it implemented ourselves, where I just saw this morning an email that I know is a phishing email, so I did not click on it. And I've actually done it before where, yes, I actually clicked on a phishing email, and it was actually one of the tests. So it's a constantly monthly thing that we actually have testing our controls within Optiv. So we actually do that within ourselves, so we can actually do the same thing for customers like yourselves as far as that security awareness training. And then the applied research is very interesting as well, where we actually have, that's a lot of where we do in the zero-day research. We also have our own threat intel feed. We actually have something that feeds into Splunk. It's just things like that. So that's part of a lot of what we've done on the applied research side. And we can actually do custom research as well that we've done. I've heard of some crazy projects of customers that are out there specifically that ask us to help them to do some things. This just shows all of the breadth of what we do for the managed services side. So you can see we've got the platform management of all of what you see out there. And then we've got the support, authorized support for that. And we can also do strategic staffing, staff augmentation. That's also one of the biggest things is the people. Everyone's going to be short on staff. We can actually help to do some staff augmentation. And one of the other big things we offer is a virtual CISO, that type of stuff. We've got about 80, I think now about 80 or 90 former CISOs from all different industries that are actually on staff. So we actually can provide CISO services across the board. So if you need any help with presenting to the board, all the way to creating a top-down program, a whole security program. And as you can see, every single vendor or manufacturer that's here is one of our partners. ForeScout's one of our top partners, and also FireEye, CrowdStrike, Cylance are all our top partners and on there. So we have the breadth of there, as you can see, 300 plus partnerships. I think the last count we had was at 350 that we've got partners and alliances for. So pretty much any kind of security solution out there, we're going to be pretty much partners with, that we can work with, and we can help to deliver, deploy. This just goes also into the breadth of the solutions we have from previous slide. And like I had mentioned before, we are not just at the tactical level, project level, with the implementation at the bottom. We also can start from the top, all the way from the program level, which is strategy, setting a whole program all the way down through the project level. So we touch all aspects of the life cycle from that perspective. Yeah, this just gives more insights just of what we do, all the different various aspects that we can have, all the way from the innovation to solutions, execution, and then advisory roles. And this just shows about all the different positions that we've got within Optiv to help to fit anything that you've got that you may need from the security perspective. For my last slide, this just shows where we position ourselves. With the 3 stages, this is what we have as our mantra. We just do a plan, building, and running stages. And the color's bad on the right, but the solution lifecycle should say people, processes, and technology. But you can see as what we've got with a lot of our competitors, where a lot of the competitors just only do certain aspects within the security lifecycle. We cover the whole range of everything that you would need from the security perspective. All right.
And then finally, I just wanted to add, if you're interested in what you heard from Joe and I today, please feel free to swing by our booth if you haven't done so. We're also giving away some really nice prizes, so feel free to drop your business card in. We can get you set up with a demo, future meeting. But happy to answer any questions at our booth. And thank you again for your time today. Truly appreciate it.